There will not be a replay to this, so there's no need to do an intro. And what am I doing? Dashboard. I don't want to do that. Hey, we do party it. Paul Martinez, Warriors. Who would have thought? I wouldn't have thought. Definitely not would have thought that. Paul, did you even have the Warriors? Then you had the Celtics. Now that I think about it. This is how bad the game was for me. I actually fell asleep. This shit was... hate games like that. That's how bad it was for me. I actually fell asleep. And let's see what the final score was. Yeah, it should have been. It should have been the definitely thought it should have been the Suns and the Warriors. Then it would have ended up being the Suns and the Celtics. What up, Thusu? I'm just on here because I'm bored and I fell asleep during the game because the goddamn Boston Celtics got blown out. Yeah, so did I. So I honestly expected the damn Celtics to win. This one, at least, thought they would probably lose Game 7, but not this one. I think everybody pretty much thought that. I know Vegas thought that. What's the ending score? 103 to 90. At one point, Boston was up, right? Weren't they up at one point? According to the score box, it doesn't seem like it. No, they lost it in the second quarter. It looks like. Maybe I was dreaming that they were up. Looks like they lost it in the second quarter. What's up, JD? Nice. I'm gonna stick to I'm not gonna be here on long. Kind of whispering because Nurse Viv is still asleep. She's next door to me. Wish she would just go sleep in the other room, but this is my like office. If anybody wants to get in here, I'm gonna stick the link in the chat and just see what happens. Man, see where this stream goes, y'all. Wait a minute, they were trailing by 10 points. No, wait, hold on. Let me look at this box score. Golden State. No, they wasn't. They were never trailing. ESPN got that wrong. Period. Their little title at the bottom, it says Golden State was trailing by 10 points. It was never trailing by 10 points. I feel like I'm freaking whispering. Hate that shit. Does it sound like I'm whispering, you guys? Because Nurse Viv is next door asleep. These walls are thin. Pepino FX. Paul says, Thusu in the back of my mind, I thought there would be game 7. I think everybody thought there would be game 7. I know Vegas thought there was going to be a game 7 because they had the Celtics winning by 8, the sports books. Glad I didn't bet on that game. For real. Glad I did not bet on that. I almost placed a bet on the Celtics big. Something just stopped me from doing it. What up, Max? How was your dinner last night? Tell us all about it. Actually, why don't you jump in here and tell us all about it, Max? You don't have to show your face. Just put your voice in here. Again, I will stick the link in here in case anybody wants to have their voice heard. Thusu doesn't follow the NBA, but where does this place Steph Curry? Is he top 10? Is he an all-time great? Let's say Steph Curry wins 7 championships. Does he pass Michael Jordan? Me personally, I don't think it should be based on championships. I don't think it's a part of it, but as being the GOAT or the best player or whatever on the planet and all that, it can't be based on championships because you could just be with a sorry ass team. But why, Paul Martinez? Why should be at least in the top 15, if not top 10? Based on what? Another ring? He'll be top 10, but not over Kobe and MJ and Magic. I guess it depends on whose top 10 it is, because I don't even think Kobe's in some people's top 10s. JD, you kept calling Mags Mars. Yeah, Mags, I'm just in here for a minute. I'm actually just wasting time until Nurse Viv gets up. We got to go do something. So I just wanted to see if anybody wanted to talk about this damn game I fell asleep on. Amen. Blah, blah, blah. Anyway, yeah, I'm just in here for like maybe 20, 30 minutes at most. That's it. She should be up any minute so we can get the hell out of here and go to what the hell's the restaurant called? Stays open till 1. I forget. We're going somewhere though. What was so much fun, Thusu? That night I fell asleep on the that night I fell asleep on the live stream where y'all were on the stream till like 11 in the morning. Is that what y'all talking about? What up, Amy C? Curry has changed the NBA game. So what does that mean for Steph Curry? Is he top 10 now? Is he better than LeBron? Is he better than Kobe? Is he better than Kevin Durant? And what is the top 10 anyway? Let me see if I can Google. Let me see if somebody has a list. Maybe I can put in here. Top 10 NBA players of all time. Oh, I got LeBron first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to screenshot this. This is who top 10 is. And I will post it in here. And back to StreamYard. Brand. All right, y'all, let me get this in here. Here's the top 10 according to, I guess, ESPN. So there's your top 10. LeBron, Michael, Shaquille, Kareem, Magic, Kobe Bryant, Wilt Chamberlain, Larry Bird, Bill Russell, and Tim Duncan. So if Curry was to be in the top 10, who would get kicked out of this top 10? Who would Curry replace? I'll leave it up there for a while, for a minute, till I get some comments. Ah, come on, Manny. Are you serious? Larry Bird says Thusu. Larry Bird, huh? I could kind of see that. Anybody else? Nobody's really talking, so. That's all the comments we got, really, y'all. Larry Bird and. Okay, but neither Steph Curry, Manny. Are we saying Steph Curry's a legend now? I'm just asking you who would Steph Curry's who would he replace in the top 10? Oh, these guys are legends because they're done playing, except LeBron. Curry's still playing. So Manny Souls, are you saying Steph Curry is at legend status? And why is that? Explain that, please. Explain why Steph Curry is a legend, but LeBron's not a legend. Please riddle me that. So I like having these conversations. Because some of y'all, you come in here and say stuff, but you don't. Oh, if he wins. Oh, you're still going off that if he wins 7 championships. I'm saying right now with Steph Curry being top 10, forget if he wins 7. We could say the same about LeBron and whoever else is playing, Kevin Durant, if they win 7. So let's forget the whole if they win 7. Let's go to right now. Would Curry be in the top 10? Let's do that. Let me take that off. Would Steph be in the top 10 right now after tonight's win? That's the question. Okay, I got you, Manny. Manny says, no, not right now. He would not. I am still thinking, but somebody needs to make room for him. You really think so? Maybe he just can't make the top 10. Maybe not right now. He's not ready for top 10. Top 15. Yeah, I think who is it? I want to say Stephen A on ESPN. I want to say they had a list and they had him at 12 or 13. They didn't have him in the top 10, but they were discussing if. What up, Chucky Goat? They were discussing if he were to win tonight or his 4th NBA championship, that he should be in the top 10. And again, I don't see who will replace on this list besides maybe Kobe or Larry Bird, but I'm leaning more towards Larry Bird. just because I didn't really watch Larry Bird's career, so I don't know. I don't know his stats, his statistics, and how many championships have Larry Bird won and all that stuff. I don't know that stuff. I think Klay Thompson should have been on the 75 list, says Paul. I don't know. I ain't gonna put up the 75 list, obviously, because it won't fit. Where's my 100? What did we bet on, Mahulani? What did we bet on? Because I don't think we had an official bet, Mahu. So anyway, I know we're talking about something we were betting on, but I forget. It's probably who would win the championship. I don't know. Let me put this up here. Comments. Here's what impresses me about Steph Curry over LeBron James. He's stuck with the same team from thick and thin. LeBron got his championships from like 3 other different teams. But let's say this though, so even though he's stuck with the same team, that team brought in superstars. So what's the difference? You know what I mean? If you bring in a superstar to your team or you go to the team with the superstar. Because think about it. Would he have 4 rings if it wasn't for Kevin Durant? Let's be real. I don't think so. Barrington, let me ask you this. What do you say? Why are you doing this stream? Honestly, I don't know, because I can. All I can really say is, like I tell everybody, you don't have to click in here at all. Like, I don't get that. Why are you? Let me ask you a question, Barrington. Why are you in this stream? Let me ask you that. And why did you have to ask that question? Why couldn't you just come in here and say, "Oh, I don't like what's going on. Let me get out of here and go watch Sin City Family or something"? Answer that question for me. That's what I want to know. Anyway, back to the original programming. What up, Sam? Yeah, they had Kevin Durant, Mahu. I don't know, man. He's coming here every now and then, but no, he's not a consistent person in here, so it's probably just trolling or bored. You know what I mean? I don't delete him because I like to debate with him. Actually, I don't. I mean, some people would just easily block him, but I'm curious. Like, why do you come in somebody's stream that you obviously don't like and you make a comment? Like, why not just leave? Let me see what those who saying the difference is Steph stuck with them cultivating a team culture while LeBron didn't put in the work. Oh man, I'm not going with that because a lot of times, those who you got to think. LeBron went to the cities that he actually liked to be in. It ain't like he went over to Boston or what cities that you just probably wouldn't really want to live in, like maybe North Carolina. He went to Miami and he went to the Lakers. And we know why he went to LA because he's got his businesses out there. So let's not say that Steph stuck with them because, you know what I mean? Cultivating a team culture. I don't know. I'm not buying that though, so at all. I'm not buying that. So yeah, I'm not buying that. Mahu says, "Thank you, Sam. Sam, I predicted the Warriors. I predicted the Warriors since the beginning of the season." Hey, Barrington, since you're in here, let me ask you a question. Where would you like to see people stream from? Vegas? Because I'm gonna tell you why we're not in Vegas. Because we could be out in Vegas every week if we want to. But I'm gonna tell you why. You've seen us in Vegas a lot. If you notice, you've seen us in Vegas a lot when the weather was nice. It is burning up in Vegas and it is burning up in Phoenix. And it's no way I'm gonna be in Vegas just sitting in the hotel room because it's burning up. And if we were in Vegas, and when we do go in Vegas, we're probably not going to stream because Nurse Viv likes to go to the pool, but she likes to go to the topless pool. And obviously, we're not streaming that. And we're not going to be out at night streaming because it's hot as fuck. And the casinos now are kind of getting really strict on um, streaming slot machines and all that. So it's really like, unless I could do that here if you want to see me sit in a casino and stream a slot machine, and that shit gets boring after a while. So I'm just curious, where would you expect us to start a stream from? You know what I mean? Because if you want to see Vegas streamers, you got Manny all day, you got Sin City Family all day, but you will not see us in Vegas like we were during the cooler months. Plus, all our timeshares are during the cooler months. And there's a reason for that. That's a business reason. Because if you want to go to Vegas during the summer, it's really cheap to stay in a hotel during the summer. There's a reason why the hotels are cheap during the summer, because it's too goddamn hot. Nobody's going out there. So actually, I think Manny, I think he's in San Diego right now, if I think about it, probably trying to get out of that goddamn heat. So I'm just curious, like, I'm not, um, where would you expect Urban AZ, or just say me and Nurse Viv, because Lindsay streams from California, and we got some other people on board that'll be doing some shit. But where would you expect us to stream from? Would you expect us to be out on the strip right now? What is it, like 100 degrees? Because I remember last year we was out there with Manny during the summer, and I was like, oh hell no, how the fuck does he do this? And it was like midnight, and we were sweating, and that's not gonna happen. Next time Derek is at Wild Horse at Long Butte, I'm pulling up. All right, Manny. Yeah, yeah, yeah. For sure. Let me see what Joe. Golden State with 193 points. I hope the Super Bowl go over. Where's the Super Bowl? Vegas. Super Bowl is out here next year or this year, whatever. 23 Super Bowls in Phoenix, and then the following year it's in Vegas. I'm thinking that's what it is. Wiggins is the 8th Canadian to win an NBA title. I didn't know Wiggins was Canadian. Okay, Wiggins is Canadian. Do where a Barrington, do where an AZ, do what? It's too freaking hot. Unless I'm in a damn casino, and who wants to see you play slots all the time? I could just buy a slot machine and stick it in this room, and you can watch me play slots, because a casino's not going to let you stream anything else but the slot machine. And like I said, I only do that when there's Vivs around, because I don't even like playing slots. It's like giving away your money to me. So I'm not gonna stream anything that I don't want to do, me personally, just to stream for the people or whatever. I'm not doing that. Nurse Viv and the rest of them may, but I'm not doing that. I'm not gonna go out of my comfort zone to stream something. Do you venture out to Desert Diamonds, Derek? No, I do not, especially not during the summer. I don't venture anywhere during the summer, but my damn house, man, it's too damn hot. At some point, you're gonna have to get out the car. I went to Best Buy today, and I was just miserable. I was like, "What the fuck?" It's just, as soon as you get out the car, it's just, you can just feel it's like walking into an oven. Green Bay preseason. I'm on my way. What are you talking about? Oakley Auxiliary. JD Knight says we don't need to see them. We'd rather watch you chilling at the crib. What I would rather do, you know what JD, were you in the I know Thusa was in here, but yeah, you're right, Thusa. I'll get to that comment. JD, were you in here last night? That was funny to me. Like, that was fun. Um, but yeah, Thusa says streaming slots are more for the dedicated gambling channels. It's way too costly, I would think. Yeah, I would think so too. But I'm not a slot guy, and I'm not a gambler like that. And I on the games, the football games, I bet on a lot. But as far as slot machines, that's just rigged. So it's like, what's the purpose? Um, oh, Xavier, yeah. Yeah, it was toasting today. Sure in the hell was, Manny. I had to go to Best Buy and grab some shit. Normally I just order on Amazon, but I needed it right away. It was toasty. Come on, Derek. Muscles don't grow in comfort. Get out of the comfort zone. Stream from Hawaii. Oh, yeah. When we go to Hawaii, I'm not going to go there to stream. When we go, which we'll be going to Miami this year, and I think we'll actually be going to Hawaii. I'm not going to go there to stream, but if time permits, I would definitely stream some of the stuff. But I'm not definitely going to um, hinder my vacation based on streaming. You know what I mean? Like, oh, let me go here because they want to see this. Let me go here. Oh, I can't go here because I want to stream. Nah, can't do that. Like, I'm um, not going to a strip club or some place that won't let you stream because I want to stream. I'm going to leave the stream alone and go and do what we want to do. It's a lot of stuff we do. We don't stream, you guys. We don't stream everything. Um, I'm sure you guys would like to see some of the places we go and some other things we do, but we just don't stream it all. That's not the purpose of this channel, to be like daily streamers. JD Knight said, the ladies' night, I watched the replay. It was entertaining, no doubt. Paul Martinez says, Mahulani chicken feet. That shit, I watched it yesterday because when you're kind of moderating or in it, you don't really get to see all the comments and stuff. But I rewatched it. That shit was hilarious to me. Definitely was hilarious. I'm going to say Monet was a star of the show for me. She was cracking me up. JD. I mean, I guess because I'm always around Mercedes, so I know her personality. So it's like nothing new. I knew she was gonna come wild with it. You know what I mean? So, but I already knew that Monet. I didn't. I know her, but I didn't know that side of her. So it was kind of a surprise. Rita, why you hate the Celtics? Fuck the Lakers. How about that? The Lakers didn't even make the playoffs, Rita. How can you even say that? Like, that's crazy. That's kind of ridiculous, man. When your team didn't even make the playoffs. Your team isn't even better than the Phoenix Suns or the Pelicans. Oh man. Okay. Art boosted money, Sam says. I just want to see Nathan McKinnon win one, so him and Sid have something to talk about. Who the hell is Nathan McKinnon? What team does he play for? Who the hell is Nathan McKinnon? Somebody explain that to me. Boston cellmates got spanked. Yeah, they were disappointing. That shit was so disappointing. I at least wanted to see a good tight game. I wanted to see it go to game 7 and then they lose in game 7. Man, if Redub, why don't you explain? Why don't you answer Redub, why don't you just answer this question what Thusa said? Where's Cindy? I think Redub can explain that. Oh, he's a hockey player. Okay. Redub, explain where's Cindy. Redub ran Cindy off, you guys. He ran her off. Redub and I'm just guessing. I know Redub had a part of it, and what the hell? Jose had his part in making Cindy leave us, you guys. Cindy has left us. Somebody hit Cindy up and say, please come back. Redub and Jose apologizes. Yeah, Redub. Let me see if Redub. Stop it, Redub. You Redub knows. You better stop. I better stop. Too many people take me serious. But Redub and Jose did run her off though. Not intentionally. Some people are just. I'm not joking, Manny. She left because of them, but they didn't intentionally do it. It's just some people can't. It's kind of like what's his name? The guy who plays the music. I'm not supposed to say his name. I can't say his name or he'll get mad at me. The guy Jimenez, he couldn't take a joke, so he got mad at me and left. Kind of same thing with Cindy. I think Redub made a joke or somebody made a joke, and it's too many sensitive people in here. I'm gonna say that. Yeah, I think Cindy went back to Manny. Yeah, but based on a joke, I don't know. Yeah, you right. You right, Dookie Wheezy. You are right. Hey troll. Hey Dookie Wheezy. I know who you are, so you might as well use your real name. Redub, I didn't say you talk shit to Johnny. I said I ran Johnny off. I didn't run him off. He just couldn't take a joke. I said you ran I said you ran what's his name off? You and Jose. Jose, tell him, please tell him you ran Cindy off, please, and it wasn't me. Derek, Cindy, we miss you in here. Jose, explain yourself. Um, Dookie Weezy is road man. I wouldn't doubt it. Redub says. Redub said, "Nah, Redub, we keeping it real in here, man. This is the key. Redub, you can't come into keeping it real or real, whatever it's called. You can't come into keeping it real segment and not keep it real. You too, Jose. Y'all need to tell these people why y'all ran Cindy off, man, for real. Not why, but how y'all ran Cindy off. Because I know y'all didn't mean to run her off, but y'all know what's going on. Cindy, if you're out there looking, please come back in. Oh, I forgot to get Jose's super chat, man. My bad, man. My bad, Jose. Thanks for that super chat, dude. He says, Happy Thursday, y'all. Shout out to Redub and Derek. Cindy, we miss you here at Urban AZ right now. See, Cindy, if you're out there, if anybody knows Cindy or has her Instagram page or anything, screenshot this, send it to her, tell her Jose wants her back and he's sorry. He's sorry in what he did. He's really sorry. He didn't know. He didn't know it was like that, and he's sorry. So, because she blocked all of us. She blocked anybody that had anything to do with Jose with the quick block. I need to stop. I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings. But Cindy, for real though, we was cool, man. Come back, like for real. Explain what he did or we did or whatever. Yeah, dude. So it's called keeping it real. Redub is not keeping it real. Redub, you had your part. Stop it. I don't know what you did, and I know you didn't do it on purpose. But from what I seen, she was kind of pissed off with you also. So, or what I heard or whatever. Yeah, Mags, we all like Cindy, man. It's just, I don't know. Maybe she just was having a bad night. Who knows? But I'll let Jose, if he wants to tell you why, he can tell you why. Because I think it has more to do with Jose than Redub, to be honest. But I won't tell Jose's business because he's not telling me the whole truth on his relationship with Cindy yet. Huh, Jose? He's not giving me the whole scoop. He's leaving some stuff out. Jose, come in here and tell us why, man. You don't have to type it. You can come in here and talk. I'm putting the link in here, Jose. Anybody want to come in here and chit chat? There's the link. I really do want Jose to come in here, explain himself. We want Cindy back. All right, let me get to some of the comments. Hey, Derek Gila, River AZ, Pima in the house. What up? Alaya Natone. I think I'm pronouncing that right. Alaya Intone. Redub, what did you do to her? Must be a tough joke. Yeah, Redub, what was the joke? I think it was something about bodies. I don't even put that on Redub, honestly. We were all in here joking that night. So that was actually the night that Thuso, you was in here that night. I think a lot of you guys are in here that night. The night I fell asleep on the night I fell asleep on the stream. That's the night she banned us and gave Redub an outgoing present. Soon, Chucky Gold. But you might not. The thing is, when we're in Vegas, Chucky, it's actually supposed to be next week. You might not see us streaming because it's gonna be too fucking hot, and we're not streaming the pool. Definitely not gonna stream the pool because we always do the topless pool. So obviously not gonna stream that. Um, I guess where we go eat and shit like that, we'll stream, but we're definitely not walking the strip because it's too damn hot. So, but we'll probably be out there hitting Vegas next weekend. Mahu Lani says the night D-Ware got Kleenex in his hands. Why would I have Kleenex in my hand, Mahu? What are you saying, Mahu? Those who says, oh yeah, I was there that night. Is that when yeah, it happened that night, probably around 5 in the morning, Thosu. I think as soon as she left the broadcast, that's when she went on her blocking spree. So yeah, I think it happened that night. Jose says, Derek, no relation. We all just friends here at Urban AZ, and we joke hard here. Okay, Jose, I won't tell your business. That's between me and you. So yeah, I'll leave it at that. She bang, says Barrington James. Yeah, the Wisconsin-Illinois border usually places am missing with y'all's conversation. Inferring, ask her, D. Inferring what? Ask who, what am I missing? Hot is good, D-Ware. Not this hot. It's like an oven, Sam. It's too hot to be doing anything. If I think I heard right. I think man, you guys look at some of these. Look at I think I was here goes Read Up. Look at Read Up and come in here and explain himself.
Yeah, explain myself. Can you hear me, guys?
Hold on, Read Up. Let me get this thing right. Read Up, look all sad. Is that just a picture you Read Up? Oh, okay, that's just a picture. I'm
Picture.
like, how come he ain't moving?
It's a picture, yeah.
Why you look all sad? All right, Read Up. Explain yourself. Why did you run Cindy off?
You guys can hear me, right?
I can, so I'm sure everybody else can.
All right, for sure. Yeah. No, well, shit. In the day, we're keeping it real, right? Yeah, we're just joke. At the end of the day, we were joking around. We're talking shit about body counts and with the with the stripper, right? Maya's her name, or Mayo, or
Maya.
Okay. And yeah, so pretty much we were just talking about how women don't keep it real on that number, and I was like, all right, Cindy, I'll bet you 10K if you tell me your body count right now. And then she was like, pretty much telling me to tell her mine and whatever, and all types of, like, we're just messing around. We're all joking. Everyone's talking shit.
Right.
And I guess she told me just to grow up, and and got all mad. So
really, I didn't see none of that. I guess I was asleep at that time, maybe.
Yeah, I was like, dude, but come on, like, who would you think I'd really give her 10 G's or 10 bands to tell me a damn number that it's probably going to be three times less in general? Because me and Jose were talking shit about, how like women say, let's just say they say 10 and it's really 30. It's always got to put that times 3 on that number.
Right. So I guess we can move over to the topic. Why are people so sensitive online? Like, we were all just joking.
Yeah, we're just talking shit.
I mean, Rita, but part of that, honestly, it's not all you. Trust me, Jose has his hand in it, but he won't say. He won't say why, but Jose has a hand in why she left. Also, a big hand in it. I'm not gonna tell his business and her business. Jose.
Yeah. Jose, man, stop trying to creep in the DMs, homie.
Yeah, Jose, get in here and tell us what's up, Jose. For real, the people want to know. Keep it real, Jose. we ain't out and Cindy or nothing. We just like Cindy. We want you to come back, but man, if you joking with us, if you gonna joke, you got to be able to take a joke. You know what I mean? It's like you can't joke with us and then just all of a sudden we don't know what you don't like. You know what I mean? We don't know what's gonna offend you, so we just we just go with what we go with the flow. We freestyle it. You know what I mean?
Freestyling.
Yeah. So no one's trying to hurt anybody, like
Free
especially
falling.
yeah, with who joked on Jimenez. It's like dude was just joking. You know what I mean? So it's like that dude took it way to the left. Like
Yeah. And that night we were fucking what you wanna call it? It was like a 12-hour stream or something. This is like 4 a.m. or something too. Like
yeah.
we were not in our right minds with it at the same at the same time, but yeah.
Jose, so can we ask you a question, Jose? Were you sliding in Cindy's DMs? Jose, can you answer that question?
Free sliding.
Jose gonna be blocking me pretty soon. Fucking Derek, motherfucker. Can't tell you shit. Jose, if you got issues with me, man, just call me like we talk. Don't block me. Don't don't go on Sin City Family talking shit about me, talking about fuck her. Just call me first. But Jose, we need you to answer that question, man. Were you sliding? Okay, Jose says no sliding and no DMs.
Yeah, Mag. See, yeah, we were just all talking shit, and I think Mahu. I think you said I need a new picture. Yeah, I just randomly took a picture, or I randomly had that picture somewhere.
That's funny because somebody's like, why isn't he moving? I didn't know that was a picture. And then I was like, what the fuck's wrong with Redub? He looked all fucking spaced out and shit.
Yeah, I was probably out of my mind that, or I was kicking an Inglewood probably high at my
It's
grandma's
high
house.
life. Let me point something out, y'all. This is another thing. Why would you come in here if this is not your vibe? We get it. Understood. It says keeping it real. So why even click in here? Why click in here and say that? Why not just leave? Why say this isn't our vibe? Why not just, and I'm not being an asshole. I'm just curious. Like, why would you have to say that? Why not just leave? A lot of people come in here and they just leave. You know what I mean? Why even say that? I'm curious, like why people do that. You want other people to see that it's not your vibe and maybe they say it's not theirs and leave. What's the purpose of that? I'm just curious. Manny says attention. People love attention. Is that it? Because I'm like I said, I'm kind of new to this social media stuff. Read up, you got your wrench, right? Can you get rid of that naked HD?
No, but I'm not in the actual chat, the YouTube chat.
Shit, I don't know how to get rid of it.
Jose, get it, bro.
Jose, get that. I don't know how to get rid of it.
I think Sarah's is lurking too.
Well, Sarah, if you're in it, get rid of it. But yeah, I'm just anybody know like why somebody would come in here to something you don't like to make a comment to tell people that you don't like it. I'm just curious about that. Why not? Why even come in here? Or if you came in here, why not just leave? You know what I mean? Maybe MC Highlight
Yeah.
wants to voice their perspective and attempt to influence the direction of the stream channel. Well, Thusu, you know that's not going to happen. Let me let her get her comment out. Derek, you're infamous for speaking your mind and courage. Oh yeah, definitely. That's why I highlight. That's why I put your comment up there. I didn't hide it, but I'm honestly curious on why people come into a stream that they don't like. Why even come in here? You know what I mean? That's the part. And then make a comment about you really don't like it. Like I'm not gonna go in a Manny stream and say, "Oh, you're in fucking Hawaii. Let me get the fuck out of here. Let me know when you're in back on Fremont Street." Even though I'm thinking that, I'm not gonna tell him that. It's like just leave. If you get what I'm saying. So I'm just curious. Everybody ain't me, so everybody expresses themselves in different ways. I'm just thinking, what's the purpose of that? Like, I'm just not going in to run the stream or somebody's stream, and I don't like what they're doing. I'm not gonna say I'm not feeling this. I'll catch y'all later. So tell me what you are feeling, NC High Life. Maybe we'll do that. Walk down Fremont Street. What do you feel? What do you like? because this ain't going nowhere. Keeping it real or whatever it's called. Oh, we gonna keep it real on this. So this ain't for everybody. When you see the keeping it real, I wouldn't come in here if you're sensitive. Um, we're not. It's not like we're in here just dogging anybody. We just saying what we want to say. So anyway,
Yeah, just conversing.
yeah. If you're still in here, MC High Life, yeah, let me know. Give me a let me know. Maybe I can better myself. Um, yeah, yeah, yeah. Let me put this up here, Thusu. He says MC Highlight wants to voice her perspective and attempt to influence the direction of the stream or channel. Um,
Didn't you say that exactly?
say that again, read up.
Didn't you just say that a second ago? Like
I, I,
exactly, or like how you phrased it?
I was actually reading. I think I read that, but I didn't put it up.
Oh,
Read
I
up.
was like,
Yeah,
damn, that's on point.
yeah. No, I actually was reading that, but I didn't put it up
Oh,
there.
okay.
So, but I guess maybe MC High Life jetted out of here. She just wanted to say what she had to say. She's probably still in here. I can check actually, but no big deal. If she is in here, it's all good. Um, like I said, you can keep it real in here. So if you want to call me an asshole or a dick, you can come in here and do that too. I will not block you because that's your opinion. Um, okay, let me see. She's back in here. Let me see. Highlight. It wasn't a stream we don't like because we support your peeps like Lindsay. This just wasn't one of we're feeling. That's all. No bad intentions. We are just saying bye to our friends in the chat. Okay, I can get that. It
For
just kind of
sure.
seemed to come off a different way. Like you could have came in here, and that's just me. You could have came in here and said hello to your friends and goodbye to your friends. You didn't really have to say we're not feeling this. You could have told your friend on the side or DM or whatever, messaged your friend and say, hey, I'm not really feeling that chat. I'm not going to be in there. You didn't kind of have to tell the whole chat. Like those who were saying, maybe you're trying to influence the direction of the channel in the chat, which if anybody knows me, that's not going to happen at all. I can care less if I had one person in here. I'm going to sit here and talk to that one person and do what I want to do. I'm not going to. No one's going to influence me on. I mean, on what I'm going to do, except my real family, like my mom and my son and my wife and stuff like that. But this ain't that serious. And I know some people take this real serious. So, MC High Life, I hope you know, and what I try to portray is what Lindsay and them do. I hope you support them because they actually, Lindsay, Redub, everybody else, they actually get paid from this, help with some of their bills and this and that. So I hope you don't let what I do affect you supporting them. I hope not, because they're not me. You know what I mean? And that's why I try to keep the keeping a real segment will just be me. The other stuff you won't hear me talk shit on. It'll just be on this show or if I have an opinion on something. So I hope you don't let what I do affect you watching them because I offered them their own channel too under their own name, but they said they'll rather do it under here because I didn't want my shit to mess up what they're doing. You know what I mean? Or reflect on Lindsay and this and that. So I hope you keep supporting them. You know what I mean? We are very strong supporters of Lindsay and love her streams. Sometimes these streams are not our vibe, no harm. There is someone for everything. Absolutely right. So yeah, is Lindsay the only one you support on here? It's probably the only one you know. Probably. Do you know Redub? I'm not trying to start no shit. I'm just curious because Redub is gonna start doing his own thing too. Hopefully you support Redub, um, MC High Life. Um, Lindsay's a very different style. Nurse Viv is a different style. You probably won't support Mercedes because she's gonna start doing some stuff, and she's definitely a different style. She's gonna keep it all the way funky, and you probably support Tiffany. I would say she's gonna start doing some stuff, but and Jose is gonna start doing some stuff too, also. So just if you see real talk with me, I would probably just not click in, to be honest, or just sit back and I don't know. You know what I mean? I'll tell Nurse Viv you love her. Redub is cool, cool. I'll let them know that. Um, But I would definitely say if you see Mercedes, you might not want to click in on Mercedes. Um,
Mercedes is cool.
yeah,
She,
Mercedes is cool, but everybody's
she's
not
cool.
going to take Mercedes. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah, no, for sure.
She'll
She,
jump if somebody says the wrong thing and she'll read it wrong. She'll jump on them right away, and she doesn't really get the whole. She doesn't get the whole troll thing yet. You know what I mean? And if
yeah,
you even in the group chats, you remember Redub, she couldn't take that shit, so she had to leave. But I had to
right.
just let her leave for a minute and explain to her people are gonna test her and do all that type of stuff. So, um, uh, MC High Life says we always run into them in the chat and they are very nice. Okay, cool, cool, cool. So let me ask you a question, one more before I let you go, MC High Life, and we'll jump on to something else. What about me or my topics or what I say that you don't like? That's not your vibe. I'm curious. Um, I think I know, but I'm curious to hear from you. Like, what don't you? What's not the vibe that you don't like about me? And I think it's probably some shit I said about me personally. I'll say it for you. Shit I said about Rhonda, Kevin Pegram, Yoli, and Dan. Can't be Jimenez because we didn't say shit about him. I didn't do nothing but support Jimenez. So I know it's not him. But I'm just curious, what's not your vibe with me? I'm just curious because I like to change too. To be honest, Sarah would say some not say, but she would be like, I forget her words to me when I was kind of going left. She was saying fall back. She would say fall back when I was going too left with shit. Sometimes I wouldn't know I was going too left because I'm just being me. So I'm just curious about that. Green Hornet says, "Hey, Derek and Redub."
Yo, what up, Green Horny?
Barrington says, "Where is Rhonda?" Barrington. Rhonda has her own stream. She streams a lot actually, which I knew she would when she started her own thing because that's what she likes doing. Um, but if anybody talks to Kevin Pegram, I tried to send him an apology, but he blocked me because I shouldn't have I should have hit him about his stream before talking, making fun of his stream, even though I was having fun, but everybody don't know me, so you don't know if I'm just fucking with you or I'm being serious. So I do apologize to Kevin Pegram for making fun of his first few live streams. But if anybody follows Kevin Pegram, now I'm gonna save that for later. He put
One
out.
thing real quick, Derek.
Go ahead.
Pretty much I want to relay that some of the streams I want to start doing maybe gambling. When you get the permission from the casinos like El Cortez or something, start
Hmm.
doing roulette or blackjack or something like that. I think that'll be a good look. I've been wanting to get into that too,
Right.
but you definitely have to have the bankroll. So maybe on certain, maybe it's not that consistent as like the regular streamers in there, but every once in a while try to see if I can get a permission to do that because we got the numbers,
Right.
the subscribers.
Did you need the bankroll? You said.
Yeah, because sometimes if
Find out
you're
how much of a bankroll you need. You know what I mean?
normally it's five, I
Oh,
think
we
it's
can do that.
yeah, I think it's
Just
500 bucks.
you don't fucking lose it all in a day. Get drunk
Ex-
and fucking lose it all.
Exactly, but that's when you just buy in the gamble or some shit. But yeah,
Yeah.
so like single deck or double deck blackjack or roulette and play singles instead of playing fives or nickels. Yeah, I think that'd be a good little look too.
Yeah. Urban AZ can definitely we can definitely do that. We can put up the 5 grand or whatever. Anaz, welcome Anaz.
Nah, 500, not 5 grand.
Five. Oh, come on, man. I mean, I ain't trying to brag or nothing, but 500.
Yeah, yeah,
That's,
but
you know what I'm saying.
but 5 grand, man.
Oh, I
I'm
thought you meant
going to
5 grand.
Miami with you for 5 grand. I'm going
Oh,
to Miami.
I thought you meant 5 grand. My bad. Yeah, we can do 500. That's easy. That's no problem. That's
Yeah,
no. So I want to get to. I'll get. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna let you have it after I get to Anaz's comment. So yeah, this channel has no structure, but I like it. You know what? Because I kind of um we didn't want to be boxed into one thing. And I don't know if it's going to work or not. We're still kind of in trial phase, but we didn't want the channel just to be boxed into one thing. It's kind of like I wanted to pattern after like a TV network. You don't like ABC. They'll show sports. They'll show, different shit. So eventually, as we grow and we have enough streamers, everyone's going to basically have their own show, their own playlist, basically. So you can, let's say you liked what we did last night. Um, what was it? What do we call that, Redub? Whatever, the ladies' night.
Yeah, like ladies' night.
You'll know ladies' night will be on Wednesday, 8 o'clock. Every Wednesday, 8 o'clock. You'll have some different ladies. You'll have some special guests. You'll know that. I like talking about sports, football. When football season comes in, you'll know we'll do something on Tuesday night after all the games are finished. We'll go over all my bets and do all that stuff, and what I won, what I didn't, blah blah blah. And then Redubs has his stuff he wants to do. Lindsay does her food stuff. Nurse Viv does her pillow talk. Just different things for everybody. So we kind of all are. It looks like we're all over the place, but trust me, I have a plan. I have a plan at the end of the day. So right now it is going to look all over the place, but trust me, when it all comes together, it's going to come together nice. Because I actually got Cedric Sabalas doing some stuff. Once I should have had him during the playoffs, but this is a long-term project. It's not just to happen right now. So once basketball season happens again, he'll have Charles Barkley on here. I'm not able to get Charles Barkley, but Cedric is. So he'll have Charles Barkley on here and different NBA athletes that he can touch. He can call some of these people and they'll get on. You know what I mean? So, but you got to remember, we're not even 3 months in yet. So
Exactly.
yeah, so let me go to MC Highlight and I'll let you have it, Rita. She says, Derek, you can be cool, but when you're demanding on women, it rubs the wrong way. Just my opinion. You know what? My wife says the same thing, MC Highlight. I'm 100% with you. My wife, trust me. Lindsay says the same thing. Sarah says some shit sometimes too. So trust me, I'm trying to get better. Sometimes the real me just comes out where it's like, man, what the fuck are you crying about? Like, it's just different shit that irks me and some shit I should just hold on to instead of just saying it. But it's like, I don't like, here's what I don't like, MC. Let's say somebody leaves my channel. Let's just say Rhonda, she leaves upset or whatever, and she goes start her own thing. And she basically, fuck Derek, that motherfucker yelled at me and did this and did that and did this. And then other people jump on that bandwagon, like Yoli. Here's a friend who's supposed to ride with her. Fuck Derek too. I don't like people only hearing one side of things because Rita and Lindsay and everybody can tell you, I did so much for Rhonda. So much. I basically, me and Manny were at odds over Rhonda because I was protecting Rhonda. And that's just what I didn't like about that. It's like, you can do 100 good things for a person, but as soon as you do one thing bad, they're like, fuck you. And
Yeah.
Jimenez did the same thing pretty much because he didn't like the joke that was told on him. And I didn't even tell the joke. I just laughed. So no one watched his channel. I was telling people, go watch his channel, go watch his channel. So when people
Yeah,
do
you were.
that, when people do that to me, it kind of just irks me. But I'm with you. I got that. I'm trying to get better with that. I'm trying to just, maybe Rhonda was having a bad day, whatever. You know what I mean? Like I'm not even mad at Rhonda like that. Like I watch her channel. Like I want her to succeed. I actually want to reach out to her. I know she needs a laptop. I got fucking 5 goddamn Apple laptops here that I don't use because we always upgrading. So it was like, Rhonda, you need a laptop? Here you go. Because this motherfucker is just sitting over here in the corner and it's a Mac and it's probably worth about $2,000 that I don't use because I'm using a $5,000 Mac now. So why am I going to go back to that? But anyway, I get what you're saying, MC High Life. So actually, I hope you stick around because you're saying some good shit that I'm taking into right here. You know what I mean? Because I don't know this streaming world. So somebody had told me that people come here to get away from the real life. So they don't want any bullshit, which now I understand. But with me it's hard to grasp because I love my real life. Like this is just shits and fun and fantasy world or whatever. But when I turn this off, my real life is awesome. To me, it is. You know what I mean? So I don't come here to get away from it. I just come here to try to share it, and I'm trying to inspire people now instead of just being Derek the Dick. If you guys notice, I got Lindsay and them started in stocks and shit. Stock market's doing horrible now, but a year from now they'll thank me. Trust me. So it's not all just Derek's a dick. I do try to inspire people to you know do shit that they're probably were afraid of doing. I'm sure Lindsay would never have bought a stock if it wasn't for me and Redub. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? And
same here. No, and I appreciate that too.
right.
Yeah,
So go ahead, Redub. I'll let you have the mic.
no, I feel no, I really, yeah, we appreciate you at the end of the day, man. And yeah, definitely, he put different perspectives in my mind too, on how to, for stocks and just in general, just life shit. We all learn, all live and learn. And this channel just, it's beginning, the tip of the iceberg. So like only 3 months in, having different lives. I was reading the comment right here. He was saying, Sergio Fernandez, he was saying, I see your vision, Derek, the TV network concept. It's smart because no other channel has that concept. That's exactly correct. We're all building our own different personalities into one channel to gain just different, avenues and paths, and then bring it all together into one platform. So it's smart as hell. And I
Yeah.
just want to give a few shout outs. Sub Card Shop Reality. Yeah, bro, I'm actually heading to LA next week, so hopefully we can link up within the next few days or something like that. Uh, Everybody say what's up, what's goody. Paul, what's up? Just want to say what's up, everybody. Mags, Barrington, Jose, Manny Scholes, Xavier, Barrington. Yeah, man, everyone say what up, what up, what up. But yeah, I just want to hop on here real quick. I just wanted to talk my shit about the whole Destiny thing for a second, but it's just to put my 2 cents in there because you're calling me out. And hey, it's keeping it real, so I had to come in here and keep it real. Um, but yeah, no. Hopefully, we can get some more things going for sure, especially in like with Mercedes and Tiffany and Miss Google Me, the track star. That's
Oh
like
yeah. Well, I forgot her. Yeah, we got her.
yeah,
Yep.
it's like 1,000 different avenues. So once we get
Yeah.
more, let's just say content or maybe things that we just put out rather than live streams, it's gonna come together, man. And
Right.
marketing and basic stuff like that, or just yeah, it's gonna be dope. And I really appreciate everybody that's always supporting us. Or if you're not supporting us, you just want to throw some comments to say, maybe you should fix this or fix that, because
Yeah.
we're
I
not.
definitely
Yeah.
go ahead, Redub. I always
Yeah.
talk over people. Go
No,
ahead.
no, I got you. I got you. Yeah, well, we're not perfect, so we wanna, we wanna learn too. Shit. And Sam, yeah, you're not here. Yeah, I saw you, Sam. What up? What's good, Sam? MC High Life, much love. Nacho Vidal, Mahu. But yeah. Shit. Hopefully everybody's having a great night. I'm gonna just kick it for a little bit. Right now it's my day off, but back to the grind tomorrow. Much love to the chat. Much love, Urban AZ, D Ware, Petty D, everybody up in this bitch. Jose, Sarah. I peeps them out.
Yeah. Damn. I see. Now I forgot what the fuck I was gonna say. Redub.
It's all good. It happens.
Oh man.
Go get your Heineken. You be good.
Yeah, I'm actually about to go get one. Hopefully Nurse Viv will get up. We were supposed to go somewhere, but I ain't gonna wake her up. But anyway, to harp on what you were saying, like we're still learning. Like, so me personally, I'm down with the constructive criticism. I don't have the thin skin. Um, so trust me, I get it from my wife all the time. Derek, you don't need to be saying that, and that's that ain't cool, blah blah. I get that. I'm just so playing football and being around football players, athletes all my life, we just kept it raw and real. But that ain't for everybody. So just MC High Life, I'm glad she actually came in here because I can't expect everyone to think like I think. Everybody's different. So I gotta take that into consideration. Like I know what people think we're making fun about Cindy. Actually, we're really not. We really want Cindy to come back. Like me and Jose and Cindy were like damn near the Three Stooges. I swear to God, we got on the phone three-way every day and just talked about whatever. Because I don't have shit to do all day. I think Cindy's on disability and Jose, he works, but he still gets on the phone with us. Oh, and Jose can tell you, he's in here. We would talk. I mean, before I did the stream, before and after the what was the stream Saturday with at the vault with the strippers, I was on the phone with Jose and Cindy. When I left, I was on the phone with Jose and Cindy, and we actually came up with the idea of the ladies' night thing after that. After I left the vault. But go ahead, Jose.
Can everybody hear me?
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
First of all, man, I want to thank everybody for joining us right here in the chat. Thank you, Derek, for having this Keeping It Real night. And if y'all can smash that like and share, we really do appreciate it here at Urban AZ, and we do appreciate everybody. We do try to read all the comments.
I'm gonna go grab a beer real quick, Jose. Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead, Derek. And so I want to thank everybody that follow us. And I just want to add to like what Derek was saying, and what Rita was saying too. You know, sometimes we probably joke around too much. I always been like that too. I grew up playing sports, so you know, to me, busting each other's balls, you know, sometimes it was normal to me. You know what I mean? I wouldn't take stuff serious. I just like to joke around. But I understand this YouTube world sometimes. You know, people could take things offensive, so we got to be careful with the words, but with our words. But you know, we're gonna still keep it real here at Urban AZ, and Urban AZ welcomes everybody. We never discriminate, and we're here to take criticism. We actually are the people's channel, and a lot of people forget I actually came from the people and then became a mod. So, I mean, anything's possible, and a lot of you, I know a lot of you guys just see Derek like certain side, a side of Derek, but he is very kind and he does have a big heart. I'm talking from experience here. And it is true, like Derek said, we will talk all the time. Cindy also will join in our talks. And like Derek said, we were like the three stooges, you know. I saw her like a sister, you know what I mean? Or like a brother. Because we were able to joke around and have great ideas. And that's how we came up with the concept of Ladies Night. And I believe a lot of you guys appreciate it. And we appreciate you guys watching it. So, you know, we're barely starting, and I'm thankful that Derek gave me the opportunity to be part of it. And I thank all the mods and everybody in the chat.
So, all right, I'm looking at Todd Black's comment. Honestly, Todd, me, I think eventually we will. Honestly, because I don't have an issue with Manny. I don't think he has an issue with me. I just think once all that shit went down with the mods and Rhonda, everybody kind of chose sides. You know, I chose Rhonda's side. Of course, he had his issues with Rhonda. So, you know, there was a little kind of I'm going to say miscommunication and misunderstandings there. So, long story short, I mean, this channel is obviously a lot bigger than this channel. So, I mean, I would probably have to offer him some type of payment. What's it worth to him to collab? Because like I said, we're just starting out. So it's no way we're going to collab and I'm going to get the majority out of it because he's had so many subscribers. So obviously I would have to pay him a fee to collab, which I don't mind. We have an advertising budget that we haven't even used yet. Like, honestly, I'm going into this. It's fun, but I'm also structuring it as a business. So I already put money aside to build this channel. And then we're just trying to figure out how to use it because, like I said, I'm new to this and I went up to certain, and this is how new I am to this. I went up to certain channels and just kind of like not knowing how the game works. Hey, I got a $5,000 budget. Would you collab? Not knowing that it's not about that. It's not about the money with some streamers. Some of them will probably take the money, but some of them, I guess I hit I'll tell you who I talked to. what is it? I talked to Up and Away. Actually, I didn't really talk to them because they were streaming at the time, but I sent them an email, but it was pretty quick. I hate sending emails. And I think even Ruby, and I told them my budget. They just said, no, they wasn't interested. They were still building their own channel. Ruby didn't hit back at all. I don't think. I don't know. I don't check that email so often, but I think people look at it as competition. So they seen us moving so fast, and especially Up and Away, because I know they're still building their channel. I think they looked at it as competition where, nah, I don't care how much you pay me. I'm not going to help you compete with me. And I get it because I'm the same way. But that was when we were doing Vegas a lot. We're not trying to be a Vegas channel. You know, me and my wife, we always went to Vegas before we started streaming. So it's like we were out there during the cooler months. You notice we're not out there now. We're doing more Arizona stuff or just sitting in here doing shit. So we're not trying to be the Vegas channel. So at all. We just went to Vegas to get our numbers up. You got to get your watch hours and you got to get all your subscribers before you can get monetized. And definitely being on Fremont. If you notice, anybody that goes on Fremont, people like to watch Fremont Street. So you notice we were hitting Vegas a lot. But now, you know, first of all, it's too hot to be on Fremont Street right now. And we don't need to hit Vegas. So we're just trying to figure out our playlist for the channels right now, what works and what doesn't work. So, yeah, but I totally went at it all wrong with thinking, here's why I thought that. Because a lot of people, they have their super chats. And with super chats, that's how you make your money. So why wouldn't you take $5,000 from me? You know what I mean? That was my thinking. Why wouldn't you take $2,000 or whatever? It depended on how many subscribers you have, was going to be how much money I spent. And basically what we did, what you did for me. And that was my thinking, you know, hey, you're here, you have your channel to make money. Don't tell me, none of these streamers can tell me that, oh, I don't care about making money on my channel. Yes, you do. Or you wouldn't have your super chats on. You know what I mean? So, I mean, even me, even though I don't take any of our revenue, but the super chats on for everyone else, our mods get paid. They'll tell you they get paid. Now, it's not a lot right now because you were just starting, but any mod in here can tell you they have got a check. Any host can tell you they got paid. Lindsay can tell you she got paid. Everybody can say they got paid. So, yeah, I'm still trying to figure this thing out. And I still have that budget. If somebody wanted to collab, even if Manny said, yeah, give me 2,500, we'll collab, blah, blah, blah. Here you go, Manny, let's go. Manny's got the subscribers. So, you know, I just think people look at it more as me competing with them instead of a business deal. But I think the more I'm out streaming in Arizona, they won't look at it so much as of me competing. You know what I mean? But because I was in Vegas so much, it was a competitive thing. So hopefully they look at, you know, these past months stream and say, oh, okay, he's not going to be a competitor. I'll collab with him. Because I have a major plan at the end of the day, and it's not to be a live streamer for Urban AZ. Now, we'll have live streamers, but I'm not going to reveal what all this is going to end up being in a year because I don't want anybody stealing my idea. Not that they could, because then everybody's got ideas, but if you can't execute the idea ain't shit. You know what I mean? So I just don't want to reveal that yet, though. It's a major plan that you got to remember. I had a concert business before COVID. I also have an investment business, and now I'm trying to have a kind of a streaming side, and all these are going to marriage together at the end of the day. And you'll see why. You'd be like, okay, that dude's smart, good plan, good idea, but you still have to be able to execute it. So, Jose, you still in here, right? Go ahead. No one wants to stream in Arizona. They think it's boring. Oh yeah, people do think Arizona ain't shit, but watch come Super Bowl time. Watch. Hopefully, I get the access I got last time the Super Bowl was here. We will definitely go over the top once Super Bowl is here next year. Go ahead, Jose. I feel like I'm talking too much.
No, you're doing good, Derek. Now, I just want to go back to like I said, just a lot of people here only see a certain side of me, of you, pretty much everybody in the chat, and all the hosts and mods, and they think they kind of get a perspective of who we are, and it is a part
Sound
of
like,
us.
hold on, it sound like you said hoes and mods. Did you mean host?
Yeah, host.
Oh, okay. It sound like
No,
you
I didn't
said
say host. I
sound
don't
like
know
you
what.
said hoes and mods.
I think your mind's on the vault. But yeah, so they only see like a part of us, and we do try to show our we do, like Derek says, some of us maybe are too real. And I just want to say, like Derek said, whatever I say, we all human beings, we can all make mistakes. And if I ever offend someone, do not hate on Urban AZ or anybody else. Those are my words and my words only. It shouldn't reflect Urban AZ, just like Derek says, whatever he says shouldn't reflect on everybody else. You know what I mean?
Yep. Yeah, definitely. You guys, like I said, whatever I say, it shouldn't reflect on anyone else. Hopefully you guys don't. Okay, Derek said this, so fuck Jose, fuck Rita. Nah, it's me saying it. And vice versa. I don't think anybody else is gonna say anything crazy except me, to be honest. My Mercedes may, but yeah, definitely don't take what I say out on everyone else. Dosu, what's up, man? You ain't saying too much. I've never seen you not to say less. Dosu, what's up, man? Why don't you get in here, dude? I was hoping Nurse Viv would be up by fucking 12, but what the fuck? She must have stayed up all day after work. I may say a few crazy stuff. That's what we want. I mean, we don't want that, but you ain't gonna say nothing crazy. You kind of keep it clean.
I
I mean,
I
see,
think
hold
I
on,
think
Jose. Go ahead, Jose.
I don't think you'll say nothing crazy. I think we already are crazy.
MC High Life, what's your channel? And who is Chris? Is that your husband, boyfriend? I mean, it might be something, down the line. MC High Life. I don't know if your channel's monetized yet and all that stuff. But like I said, you could come on here. Let's say by the end of the year we got like 50,000 something subscribers, because I'm gonna start advertising and doing different things. And we immediately get maybe 1,500 people watching the live or whatever. We're to the point, as long as I'm sure you've been watching streams and you know how to stream, you know, your content, you could come on our channel if you're not monetized and be like, I don't know if it's about finances for you or whatever, but who isn't about money? You could come on here and take all the super chats on your live stream. You know what I mean? That's how we're set up. Like, you could do your own show, do the live via the Urban AZ format, and take everything that came in for that. You know what I mean? And that's what we're trying to set up to be. Like, beginner live streamers can come on here and not have to push for a whole year to get monetized, and get their name out there, make some money while doing it and all that. And that's our whole format, what we want it to be. And then still build your own channel at the same time, because everybody wants their own thing. No one wants to work for anybody. I get that, even though we're all really working for YouTube. But you don't want to have so many parties involved. Now you have YouTube, Urban AZ, and yourself. You would just rather have it you and YouTube. But like I said, if you don't have the numbers and you just like, damn, I'm probably never going to get to those numbers, or unless I collab with somebody, let me go ahead and do this. You know what I mean? So that's when we started this. That was our whole thing, was like, we want to invite other streamers to come in and do their thing also. I'm gonna read some comments while Jose talks, if he talks. What the fuck, Dookie West? Why am I reading all the negative comments? Isn't that like a habit? Our eyes immediately jump to a negative comment. Not that that's negative. He's making a joke, but there'll be 1,000 good comments, but we'll definitely pay attention to that one negative one. Why is that? Why are people like that? I even noticed that celebrities on their Twitter accounts, people will be like, I love you, I love your music, I love this, but somebody says fuck you and your mama, they address that one. You know what I mean? Why is that? Why do we address the negative shit and not the positive shit? Is that just human nature? Oh, let me see what is talk, Jose. Where the hell you at? I'm not holding this whole thing down.
I'm back.
Oh,
Yeah,
here we
Derek, and I also want to let the viewers know that, whenever there's a live stream, if you're in the chat or you're replaying it, you guys are always welcome to leave comments. We take criticism as well, so don't be afraid to leave any comments either during the live or afterwards. We're the people's channel, so I hope you guys see that, even though we've only been up, like Derek says, about 3 months. We actually take your guys in consideration, and we try to do the things for you guys, not just for us.
Hey, Thuso, the link's in there. Yeah, open up the mic. Open up your mic, Thuso. Dookie Weezy, I'm just teasing. I've been a long time viewer, first time commenter. I got you, Dookie. I figured you're I mean, some of the shit you're saying, obviously you're just joking, you're not trolling. But yeah, MC High Life later on down the line, just talk to Lindsay, you know what I mean? You and Lindsay seem to be cool. Definitely would welcome. I mean, Lindsay has nothing but nice things to say about you. I know your name from Lindsay. So you could definitely like I said, I'll check out your channel if you could send me a link somehow. But she talks highly of you, like you kind of you're in the game as far as you're in the known as far as the live streaming community. So man, like I said, once people get to know me, I ain't that dick that I portray. I'm not like that. Redub can attest that I told him if he had issues with his rent or whatever, if he just needed a hand just to get ahead, man, I'll loan him some money or whatever. You know what I mean? I'm just like that. If I have it and I feel like you're a good person, I'll share with you. It's when I have it. I'm not rich, but I'm cool. I'm decent. You know what I mean? And as long as my family's taken care of and I got extras, I don't mind helping people out at all. Actually, where's Thusa? When you get in here, I'm gonna go grab this extra laptop. Like, even though me and Rhonda don't talk like we used to, if she really needed this laptop, I would here you go. Like, honestly, right? Because I know before she had told me she didn't have a laptop and she wanted to do some editing and stuff. This was before we had kind of split. And fucking Macs, they cost, you know what I mean? I get it. So anyway, Thuso, are you getting in here? I'll put the link in here. So yeah, definitely pull your mic out. We always like to hear what you have to say. Damn, Bitcoin just went under 20K, Dookie. Damn. Don't get me talking about stocks right now. I'm trying to actually right now is the fucking, like with Lindsay and them I got set up, how their portfolio and how they're buying the stocks every day. They came in at the right time because you want to buy right now. And I don't want to get into the stock conversation right now because I kind of save that just for its own segment. But right now, anybody who's in the stocks or anything, now is the time to buy. But don't go all in. You go in increments. But I'll probably do a stock thing tomorrow. Let me add those to the stream. But the stock market, yeah, we about to go, and we seem like we already in it seem like we got our foot into a recession right now. We got one foot in, it seems like right now. It's gonna get a little bit worse before it gets better, y'all. Definitely gonna get worse before it gets better. I think people are gonna start losing their houses and just a bunch of different things are gonna happen before it gets better. Thuso, you in here?
Do not look at your 401k, y'all.
Yeah, do not look at your 401k right now.
Hey man, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you, man.
Yeah, I've been saving up cash. I am ready for the next couple of years. Can't wait. There's gonna be some buying opportunities coming up.
Let me just read some. Andy said, we need more interviews or interaction with the girls from the vault. We need more clappers. Are you joking or are you for real? I thought you guys got enough clappers. Like I thought about doing a vote once a week, the vault once a week, but I'm like, that's just overkill. You guys will get tired of that shit. You know what I mean? I'm like, let me do maybe once a month so you can appreciate the clappers. You know what I mean? So hopefully you're joking, Andy, because I could go to damn near vault every weekend and just put a fucking camera there, but I just think it'll be an overkill. But go ahead, y'all.
Hey,
If
Derek,
guys had money, they would totally go to the club every day.
Say that again, Thosu.
If guys had money, they would totally go to the club or anywhere else almost daily, I can assure you. At least as much as their stamina can handle it.
So Thosu, you're saying if I streamed from the vault, let's just say every week, people would not get tired of that, the same old shit every week, seeing the same girls, instead of making them wait a little bit. You know what I mean?
Maybe. Maybe after a certain point, it could get old. I can see that. I mean, like with anything, it gets old. That's why you move on to a different chick or some different show. You know, you got to keep it fresh.
Yeah.
I mean, drive is still there. Maybe that's my point. You know, the drive to see something like that in nature is still there.
Right. But I think if you starve them a little bit, they'll be a little bit more hungry to see it, me personally. Because it's not like he's bringing in a whole batch of new chicks every week. Now, if he was doing that, that would be different. But you might see 2 different chicks, 2 new chicks, or 3 chicks, new ones.
It's a great point.
Yeah, so.
And I can tell you from experience that I don't want to hit up the same club consistently.
Right, there it is, exactly. Not every week. You do not want to hit up the same club. Exactly, you hit that right on the spot. Life gets super boring fast if you get cynical about it. Dookie West, and what are you talking about, Dookie Wheezy? Why am I even? I don't even want to say your name anymore, Dookie. The kitty never gets old, says Private School. Not the same, even if it's the same old kitty over and over. Sam says the vault is not a strip club, the real strip club for me. You're right. It's you know what though? What Terry was telling me. They've been raided a few times. Girls doing shit they shouldn't be doing. So they he tells them to keep their tops on unless, you know, someone's paying them to take it off. But they're not getting nude. They don't have a VIP closed off area because of the restrictions they have put on them. So you're right. It's not that feel of a real strip club. It's too open. And guys, I noticed guys don't want to really do a whole lot out in the open. It's more like a club with strippers in it, to be honest. But yeah, it's not your typical or, you know, your traditional strip club that we've come to know.
It's like going to a club after the club, like an after party, right?
Yeah. Yep. That's why I don't get these guys throwing up, you know, 5,000, 3,000 and ones. I don't get it. What are you getting out of that? They're not even rubbing on you. These girls, it seem like they don't even touch you. So yeah. Got real quiet. Somebody say something. Tusu, what the fuck? You're supposed to be in here so it doesn't get quiet.
Think of something crazy to say.
Say whatever. Is keep it real time.
So you mentioned about how you know, guys don't like to sit out together. I'll be honest. I've seen some crazy shit out in an open, like a sort of laid out bench-like dance area, right? There's even some place in Vegas. I won't name names, but if anyone's ever been there, you kind of get an idea of what they have to offer, and it's just one long couch, somewhat circular at the end, and that's pretty much it. So if anything's going to happen, it's going to happen there. And I've seen some girls get pretty aggressive. I've heard some stories
out in the open like that, because I've been to a club. My guy, actually, he comes in here sometimes. Sacktown Bar is a club out in Sacramento where I'm originally from, and they have these VIP rooms. And what happens is you pay $100, and you get the girls for 3 songs. And he tells me that pretty much a whole lot goes on back there, like a lot, and it's real private. You go in the back, you got your own private section. No one else can see in. It's just you and the girl, and it gets pretty what anything goes. Like the girls are naked. You know what I mean? Um, he tells me sometimes the guys will come in there with shorts and they'll pull their dick out so the girls can rub up against. Now they're not fucking. They probably could, but you know,
Definitely, they will if there's enough money. Again,
right?
it depends on the location, and it depends on what area, state you're at as well. I can tell you, there's some states that pretty much are, full nude, pretty common, right? Other states are a little more restrictive, and also the counties kind of vary as well. Also, the local jurisdiction, right? How tough are they in rating and such? But I'm telling you, especially now, I think because after COVID, it's open game. It's open game.
Right.
These are the times when, especially next, oh my goodness, it's going to get crazy. But in the next couple of years, there's going to be a lot of change in the clubs. I think. I don't know what. I don't know how it's going to go. I don't have enough experience in that field, but just having seen this unprecedented times in the situation a lot of girls are in, it's going to be interesting to see where it goes. And what's funny too, in the last few years, there's been a huge jump. I don't know if it's just been me, maybe from my perspective, but it seems like there's been a huge jump in interest in like street ladies and stuff. And there's been a huge jump. Well, I mean, we've seen the last few years, especially in certain cities around the country, becoming more, homelessness, a lot more destitute, harder to find homes, right? And so with that, I think carries with it a lot more possibility of people in need, right? And when there's especially women and young women in need, there's a lot of easy money to be had in these industries. It seems like there's a Figueroa Street video coming out all the time. I don't know how long that's going to last, but we'll see.
Right. I used to watch. I think he's called Lizard Hunter. He's in Phoenix now for some reason. It's too damn hot, but he would be on Figueroa Street filming down there. Real quick.
Yeah, the Blade.
Private school. My fastest 40 was a 4.49. I ran that in college. I didn't run it at the NFL Combine. I think I ran a 4.5, like 4.54 or something at the Combine, NFL Combine. But at Texas A&M, I ran a 4.49. That was my very fastest time. So that answers your question. I was actually the top tight end as far as performance-wise at the Combine that year. I was number one in everything as far as except the bench press. I think I was second to somebody, but he was like slow and shit. He was just there. All he could do was really bench press. So I think he did like 35 times. I did it 28 times. So anyway, if that answers your question. All right, what else is going on in the chat? Let me see.
Hey, Derek.
Yep.
Can you hear me? Hey, I gotta go. I gotta go back to work, man. But appreciate you guys. Appreciate everybody in the chat. Appreciate Doso for coming in. Always knowledgeable. And like I said again, man, if you guys can smash that like, leave a comment, either right now or afterwards, we do appreciate it, and I do appreciate all of you guys. And you guys probably be seeing me soon.
Yeah, actually seeing him, not hearing him, but seeing him.
Yeah, seeing me.
Yeah. All right, what time is it? Damn, it's already past 12. Jesus. When we're on here, time goes by fast. So, Thusu, what'd you think about last night? What can be done better with that ladies' night thing?
I thought the ladies' night was really fun. I think you were right. It probably needs to be reined in a little more, especially if it's going to be something that's consistent. But you don't want to rein it in too much, You don't want to be too constrictive.
Right.
Yeah, I think having topics and stuff is really good. Having some direction, having sort of a moderator or host to sort of help direct, but not speak.
Right.
Just kind of allow them to, and also get different people's opinion. I think having just one person talk too much becomes annoying. Hence, me.
No, I feel you on that. Yeah, no. On when you have a panel and you see 6 ladies up there and one person is doing most of the talking, yeah, I could see that. Because you're seeing like, well, why isn't everybody putting their input in? I can get that. But with you here, it's just me and you. So obviously that's not gonna get annoying
Of
because
course, yeah.
it's just us, you know what I mean? So yeah, I definitely feel you on that because I thought Mercedes was controlling it, was taking over a little bit too much. She would answer all the questions, and you would want to hear answers from the other women too.
Also, I think you kind of have to rock the boat a little, if that makes any sense. And what I mean is sometimes the answers get a little too comfortable or complacent, right? Everyone's just sort of agreeing. It's nice to see a little bit of discourse, where people are like, well, actually, I think this way. You know what I mean? You kind of want to see people disagree, and you don't just want to see them always agreeing with everything, if that makes sense.
Right, it does. But here's what scares me. This is why, because this was the first time all these ladies got together, right? And here's what scared me about leaving and letting them run it. I didn't want one of the ladies to have a disagreement with the other one, and all of a sudden it turns into a big ass cat fight. Fuck you, fuck you. Now,
Very true.
great entertainment, but now I have to deal with it later. Like, I'm not coming on there if she's on there. I didn't want, not the first time. I don't mind. Maybe down the line we have a few cat fights. It's going to happen. But not that first time. I was like, I really don't want this to get out of hand because with some of the girls' personalities, I can see that happening.
Yeah, and that's why having a quality moderator, someone who knows how to sort of guide the conversation, keep it in check, so important.
Right. JD Nice says Mercedes took over because no one else was entertaining. Yeah, I get that. Somebody kind of did have to take over, but I think people did still want to hear other women answer some of the questions. And I think she kind of took over personally. That's just me. I don't know what you guys think.
Yeah. I don't think you could have a whole panel of Mercedes, essentially. You need
Right.
that diversity of personality traits and perspectives. Some are going to be more quiet, some are going to be more loud. You need that, and that's where you need to have a good sort of moderator pulling the strings, so to speak, and keeping sort of the dynamics in check. And also, but again, that's a tough job to do, especially with you kind of have to know.
You know who probably be good at that is like JD Nice. I mean, Andy, cause like Nurse Viv will be good at that. And actually, I think Sarah would be good if she kind of came out of her shell a little bit. Like, I know Sarah doesn't like to be on camera and stuff, but I think she could easily say, "Hey, women, let's chill," blah blah blah, and they'll easily just fall back like she says. But definitely, we'll figure it out though. Definitely get figured out.
There's a lot of potential. Do you have any ideas what other topics you're thinking of? Any other people you want to bring in?
Oh yeah, definitely. There's a lot of topics. Like Nurse Viv was giving me some, Monet was giving me different topics. I'm not going to reveal them now. I just make it a surprise because the next one happened Wednesday. But there's also, I don't know if you guys heard of the comedian Lunel. She was in Eddie Murphy's last movie, the Coming to America 2. Lunel, and she was also in Adam Sandler's movie, That's My Boy or something. If you've probably seen her picture, you might know who she is. She's pretty funny, but she would definitely be, I'm trying to get her to, not next week, but probably more down the line, get her as a special guest. She's a female comedian. She's funny as fuck, but she just pretty much says some outlandish shit. Like, you guys, everybody probably get a kick out of her, to be honest. If you know who she is, you'll be like, yeah, Lunel would be a good person to have on there. But yeah, definitely. But we have some topics. It's just a matter of picking one, kind of staying on that topic maybe for the first 30 minutes and then, or I don't know how long, but then go into the freestyle session. You know what I mean?
Time frame. Do you have any idea of what kind of time frame you want to have, or length you want to have these types of talks?
I definitely don't want it to go as long as it did yesterday. Maybe an hour and a half at the most, I'm thinking, but I'm down for suggestions. I don't know what do you guys want to see? You know what I mean? I'm down for whatever, What would you think? I just don't want it to get drawn out too long, like it kind of did yesterday, where there's a lot of, dry spots, and you know what I mean. Just okay, now we're off subject, or we're just, um, you know what I mean. I want to keep it crisp and clean, where you're waiting for the next show. I don't want to go, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, I wish it was 2 hours long, that type. You know what I mean?
Once you have more structure and you have a bit more planning, preparedness, you probably will have a better idea of how to uh, plan out, say, a 2 hour or 1.5 hour segment. You know what I mean? Depending
Right.
on how long you want to go. So yeah, once you kind of get the feel of it and you start getting more comfortable with the planning, you'll probably have a better idea of how you're going to stretch it out and keep it more succinct. So it doesn't draw.
So let me ask you guys this. You know how you watch Netflix and you can binge a show that you like. And I actually like that. And then you have your weekly, I don't know if anybody watches P Valley, but then you have stuff you like, and even Games of Thrones that came on weekly. Great show. What would you guys prefer? Would you rather binge it, or would you rather it come on weekly? Because sometimes when the show ends, I'm like, fuck, I do not want to wait a whole week to see what happens next. You see what I'm saying? So let me get your guys' input, though, so you can comment on that also. If anybody's there, Dosu.
I was just thinking.
Okay. I just hate when it kind of goes dry. It's like, you know what I mean? It's weird when everything is just quiet. But anyway, I'll get to some of these comments and you can just jump in whenever you're ready. So
I was thinking, you mentioned about comedy. It did remind me, this is a bit sidetrack, but remind me how, like, who was it? There was a comedian saying that with their specials on Netflix, they had to reformat their stand-up because they used to, I forgot which comedian it was, but they used to put a lot of their best jokes near the end. But then they found out that a lot of people on Netflix were just tuning out if they weren't interested in the very beginning. So what was happening is a lot of comics, a lot of the successful comics on Netflix were actually front-loading their best material into the beginning parts and putting their worst stuff in the end, because it would, once they kept them in early on, they would stay. Now, I don't know if that really translates well to YouTube, but it is an interesting idea. Maybe it has to do with sort of the attention span of today's environment culture. Maybe people today just don't have as much attention span. Not sure.
Right.
Watching is a really interesting point too.
So Sam says, if a good show, I binge watch the series at the end. But what if you couldn't binge watch it, Sam? What if you had to wait weekly? You know what I mean? Is that okay with you? Or maybe you'd be like, you forget about it's coming on next week, or you end up binge watching it after the whole series is done? I'm asking that question because I want to know if people actually, we go an hour and a half with the show and and it's really good and you want more, but we just say, nope, they can do more, but we're not going to give you more. You're going to have to wait till the next week. And I'm just wondering, in the streaming world, how does that work? Do we just keep it flowing if it's flowing because you have more people that may click in and tune in, or we just end it because, hey, we're only going an hour and a half. You got to wait till next week to, get the rest or whatever.
Nacho brings up a good point about putting in, getting the viewers kind of tuning in and chiming in. One of the things that you don't see anywhere else in terms of content that's unique to streaming, I guess you could include it with other types of streaming, but I think it's unique with YouTube especially, is how much interaction users have, right? To voice their opinion and also to be seen and viewed, right? So I don't know. I'm not sure if that's ever been like fully utilized or not, but that's definitely an element that's unique compared to the traditional, live talks or streams that I've seen in the past.
Right. Hey, Cat D, I'm looking at your comment. Are you talking about last night, Cat D? You feel like it went in circles? Was that last night you're talking about? And Damian Strength, yeah, I did fall asleep and I did wake up and was like, what the fuck, y'all still in here that night? That was funny.
We had people like at least 30, I think, maybe 25 at least, but it was like steady the entire, 8 hours or so we were on. It was crazy.
So was it new people coming in? Like, you think people are
I think so.
New people coming in?
I don't know. You probably have access to all the statistics, so you probably could see. But I imagine if you were able to look at the data, it would probably show how many people were staying, how many people were leaving and coming in new. And that could give you some idea of sort of the trajectory or, influx, right? Rate of incoming versus outgoing. But yeah, it was a lot. I honestly thought it was just going to eventually taper down to, almost no one. But now it stayed relatively consistent for like those 8 hours. And I think it was people coming in and out.
You guys must have been talking about something interesting, because I think I woke up at like 9:30 a.m. to take a piss or something. I was like, what the hell is going on, y'all? And I heard some talking and I was like, who the fuck is talking? I was like, oh shit, this stream is still going. So you guys must have some interesting stuff. Read that, Dosu. If he want, I don't know if he's going to tell you guys his.
Oh.
I don't know if he's going to give you guys the truth.
So can you guess Dulce's height and weight based on his voice and see who's closest? I'll say 5'11", 179. Well, I'll say this: one is closer than the other.
So somebody else says 5. Damn, sounds like he's 5'3", 180, huh? That's short.
5'3". Shoot. Well, at least the weight is being more consistent.
Right.
Got a 6'1" then. Okay, that's good.
6'1", 202. He could be 4'8", 400 pounds.
That's true.
Wow, 338, huh? I don't hear that 338 in his voice at all. That's just me.
Can you hear weight, do you think? Like when people have a lot of weight or a lot less weight when they're really thin?
You can hear him kind of breathing heavy, but you're clicking in and out. But
that's true.
Pretty much over 400 pounds, you're gonna hear their breathing a little bit. You know what I mean? Because my wife would hear me when I was 300 pounds, like, "Oh my God, are you running?" I'm like, "No, I'm sitting down."
Yeah, I'm just a really good in shape 300-pound.
So 5'6", 240. It's kind of heavy for 5'6". I'm 6'3", 230. Yeah, that would kind of could be muscular. I don't know. You guys think he sounds heavy, Barbie Boo, huh? All right, let's get to 6'3", 179. That's thin. That's skinny. Andy says 6'3", 179. Are you gonna reveal what it is, Dosu, or are you just gonna let him talk? Leave him hanging.
Hanging just for a little bit, and we'll see. We'll have to see how things go.
Give him some more heights and weight, you guys, and maybe he'll reveal what the truth. We're not gonna know it's the truth anyway. He could say anything.
True. Like completely lying.
You know what I mean? It's not like we're gonna fucking put him on a scale and weigh him. So anyway, Jose says Derek JD had a great point cliffhanger. So at the end of Ladies Night stream, leave a hint of next week's topic. Okay. Y'all gonna make me go into production mode. I can see this where I'm running commercials and all kind of shit. Appreciate that super chat, Jose. Always very supportive. Appreciate you. Yeah, that is a very good idea, Jose, and what is that? JD. Yeah, JD. Thanks for that. Any more height and weight on Thusu so we can see if he reveals?
6'3".
246. That's a nice size. That's a thicker size, but that's a nice size though.
Depends, how much of that is muscle too.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, if it's muscle, yeah. If it's not, just all fucking fat.
Okay, let me ask you something, because you're a taller guy. Is 6 foot? Would you consider 6 foot to be tall?
No, I don't consider myself tall.
That's how it is, you know. So someone who's like 5'8" is like, oh yeah, 6 foot. They're insanely tall. But you know, if someone's 6'2", 6'4", they're not going to see even themselves tall, just like you said.
Right. Only time I feel like, oh, I'm kind of, when I walk around in the airport and I'll talk to Nurse Viv, I'm like, I feel like I'm taller than 99% of the people in here. You know what I mean? But then when I get around my boys or football play, I'm like, damn, I'm short as fuck. You know what I mean? So yeah, I guess it just depends on
True,
where
that's very true.
Yeah.
If you hit certain parts of certain cities, you know, with certain demographics, and you're like, wow, I really feel out of place. That's when you either feel tall or short.
Yeah, because I actually wish I had 2 more inches on me. I wish I was 6'5". I think that would be perfect for me.
That's every guy. Every guy wishes he was taller.
Yeah.
Listen, it's because chicks are into that, you know? If chicks weren't so almost religiously into, you know, admiring tall guys, then it probably wouldn't be that big of a deal.
You're right. That's true. Yeah, we're always influenced by women. Men, yeah. What's you wilding about, Nurse Viv? I thought you were still asleep. I didn't even hear you get up. Go brush your teeth. I have friends 6'4", says Cat D. Is that tall, Cat D? I don't think that's tall. Like 6'8".
4 is definitely tall. That's admittedly tall.
Really? 6'4"?
Definitely, yeah. I mean, again, if you're defining tall as just simply a group of people taller than the average or well over the average, then yeah, 6'4" is well over average.
Right. Yeah, I'm 6'4" with certain shoes, so you know what I mean?
Gotcha. You aren't wearing those flat like Crocs or something.
Yeah, no. If I wear some certain shoes, I'm definitely 6'4". I'm gonna start putting those lifts. I guess there's shoe lifts. I'm gonna try that and see if I can get to 6'5". 6 feet and over is considered tall. Is that true, Mahu? I'm gonna say 6'4" and over is considered tall, personally.
I mean, for the United States, the average height of a man, adult male, is probably somewhere around, I think it was like 5'9" or so. I can't remember. But if you go elsewhere outside the U.S., I mean, there's places like Northern Europe where the average is like 5'11", maybe 6 foot. And then elsewhere in the world, you know, it's going to be like 5'7", 5'8". So it just really depends where you go, I suppose.
Right. Hey, JD, I just put the link in here. Why don't you jump in here for a minute? Nurse Viv wants me to make some food. I don't want to just leave Thuso in here by himself. I know he can handle it, but maybe he would like some company. Somebody else jump in here. I gotta do something for a minute, but I'll wait and see if anybody else jumps in. If not, probably end this at 1 o'clock. Jose can't come back. Would anybody like to jump in here? You do not have to show your face.
I'm not good alone. I'm better if someone else there too.
Yeah, somebody jump in, man. Barrington, anybody. Somebody jump in. Nurse Viv, you can jump in. You ain't gotta
Nurse Viv, why don't you come in here?
Yeah, Nurse.
I have a few things
on here. The link's in there. You was dying to get in here yesterday. Get in here now. She always does that. If I want her in here, then it's like, no, I'm cool. Then if I'm cool with her not being in here, she's dying to fucking get in here. So it's, you know, I don't know, whatever. What do you mean you're out? Yeah, go brush your teeth, do something. I'm not keeping RoboCop company this time, sorry. Come on, JD. Come on, Mahulani, somebody, shit.
So here's my question: if you have a ladies' night or a ladies' stream, I don't know whatever you want to call it, are you going to have like a guy stream? Is there going to be something, you know, like that, or is that no one gives a crap about hearing what guys have to say?
I don't think anybody gives a crap. And then, and don't take this, please. If anybody's in here gay, I don't care. Don't take this wrong. I think we'll get a lot of, if people see the title, I think we'll get a lot of gay people. Not that anything's wrong with that. Might be a good thing, but I don't know. Shit.
There's money in that.
It could get hairy. You know what I mean? It could get funky if it's perceived to be a gay stream, and a lot of gay guys come in, and then you got a lot of men that that ain't with that, may say something wrong. I probably wouldn't want that. It might get funky.
It could be the opposite. It could be almost like a perceived as like a bro culture or something, misogynistic.
You tell me anytime a bunch of guys get together and it's just considered a bro culture nowadays. And I'm not saying there isn't, but tell me, like, I don't know. We just so quick to judge. People are so quick to judge. Like even clubs, man, it's a bunch of dudes in here. It must be a gay club. You know what I mean? Just shit like that, even though it's not a gay club, but just people are quick to judge.
I hope if I go to a club, there's going to be a lot of chicks. Then again, I don't go to like nightclubs, so that's the difference.
Let's see what the people say. What do the people think about a guy stream? Those who a guy stream would end quicker than a virgin being grinded on by a stripper. Andy, driving around Arizona, I don't know. Anytime I drive around my neighborhood, which is a nice neighborhood, the signal always goes bad because we're by the mountains. But yeah, maybe. I mean, it's just too fucking hot to do anything, dude. You don't want to do anything out here in the daytime, even though you're in an air conditioned car. It's still miserable. Period. What do you guys think about the guy stream? Urban AZ will be known as a gay. See what I'm saying, Thusu, already? Even though they're laughing, they're saying LOL. They really mean it, though. You know what I mean? Guys don't sell women. Yeah, that's a good point, Sam. Women do sell. So just imagine if I take all those women and I put them, give me your best bikini pic, and that's what I'm going to use as a thumbnail. We would have so many more people jumping in because that's just how it is.
Maybe another thing to consider is like what topics you want to talk about. I mean, the ladies' night, that sounds like it's pretty much open to any topic, just with ladies. But are you considering doing other streams with completely different vibes?
When you say other streams with females, or just totally different other streams with different vibes?
Yeah, different stream. Like, okay, so what would you call this? Like, you have a ladies' night, like that from last night. You had that ladies' night. If you do it weekly, you got a weekly's ladies' night type stream, right? Uh-huh. Are you thinking of doing something similar, like say on a different night, but with different guests, doing different topics, or like do you have any other concepts that you have in mind?
I mean, we all shoot in our group. We're shooting out ideas. Definitely the ladies' night, whatever. We don't even know if we're going to call it ladies' night, but we'll have the main title, and then we'll have, like ladies' night. Let's talk about the size matter or something. Then we'll have the topic underneath or whatever. You know what I mean? But that'll definitely be whatever we title that name of the night. That will be the title. When you see that, it's the ladies thing, and then it'll be different subjects every week. But definitely on different streams. Yeah, we're shooting some shit out there. Like, the sports talk I did one with Cedric. I got a Miami Dolphins player coming on next week that's going to talk to us. He just put a book out and this and that, but that's definitely going to be a ongoing stream. I don't know if it's going to be weekly, but
sports theme stream is sounds a good idea.
Yeah, so because that's
connections. It sounds like.
Let me get to some of these comments. What is JD Nice saying? So if y'all have a guys' night, will Nurse Viv be the host? Just like, so here's what I'm thinking, JD Nice. Honestly, I don't want to be the host of the ladies thing. It was the first time Nurse Viv was at work. Somebody needed to kind of control everything. First time, you just can't, hey, get in here and talk. It would just be crazy. Kind of had to moderate, referee, whatever you want to say. So hopefully Nurse Viv, or it could be Sarah, it could be whoever that's kind of good at, keeping everything in line and in check. I don't want to be in there personally. I want to watch and be in the chat and clown and do all that type of shit. I don't want to have to be in there moderating if I don't have to. So even if there's a guys channel, a guys night, which I doubt there will be a guys night, I don't see that happening. Maybe Thusu could moderate the shit, but I don't know. I guess it depends on the subject if there's a guys night. I don't see that being a weekly thing though, a guys night. I just don't.
I don't either, to be honest.
Right.
I'll be honest, and I don't mean to sound sexist here, but I do think you should have some man in there as well. In the ladies' night, maybe that's just a moderator or something. But I don't know. I disagree.
The two other people told me that too, but you see how they were so quick to get me out of there. Here, Viv made a good comment, especially her. A lot of them aren't gonna. While I'm in there, it's kind of like out of sight, out of mind. If I wasn't in there, even if they know I was watching, I think like Jen and some other people, they would have been more openly just letting it fly. But because they see me in there, and like Jennifer, I'm best friends with her husband, so she's not going to say certain things. But I think if I was to maybe start it out, get the hell up out of there, out of sight, out of mind, they're going to be more free to say things. Even Nurse Viv, where I'm like, you know what? You got it. Say whatever the hell you want. I'm not going to argue with you after it. You know what I mean? It is what it is. You know what I mean? I think we've been together long enough for me to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, like, she's going to look at other men. You know what I mean? So, but it's got to be out of sight, out of mind, because if I'm in there and let's just say Nurse Viv says something and she doesn't know how I could react right then and there. You see what I'm saying? But if I'm not in there, she's not worried about that because she doesn't see me in there. So I don't know. But then some people want a male's perspective on certain things. So I don't know. I don't.
To your point, though, yeah, like an all-female panel might be far more like open and less restrained, perhaps.
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah, I could see that as well.
So it's kind of tricky. Maybe could be some type of balance with that, you know. We'll just, we'll go, keep trying different things and see how it works out. But definitely,
that's a good point.
If Nurse Viv is here, I definitely would like her to do the next one and see how that works out and just see if they're a little bit more looser with their answers and just kind of be free with it. Definitely. Time is it?
Like what they did with Jeopardy, when they had new hosts covering, and then they finally decided on one.
What are you talking about, Mahulani? Who is robot? Are you saying Thusu's a robot? You shut up, robot. Oh
yeah. It's a running joke that I ran on batteries.
I was asleep. Thusu, I got to go grab another drink. You're going to have to hold this down for a minute. Tell me I woke you up.
We have to get some more people in the voice chat.
Open up.
So I think Nacho, you bring up a good point. So, like I said, with the dude in the mix, they get a male perspective of whatever topic they're discussing. Without that, they'll get to push their propaganda and continue to spread their biased belief. But you know what? That propaganda and biased belief is what people believe, right? And from any other perspective, someone else's beliefs could be perceived as propaganda. So it's kind of the point of these talks. You want to hear that.
Okay, I need chips. So where are you going? Why are you stuck in here? Because I'm relaxing. Watching what I want to watch. Stay in the fucking chat. I hate that when you do this.
Yeah, we'll have to see where this goes in terms of expanding the channel. I don't know if there's really something specifically people come here for, but so far it's been pretty eclectic. I think a lot of people like that. We're all kind of going the ride. So, Andy, I think you can chat from your phone. I don't think you need a microphone. I believe you can connect from your phone. I'm not sure if you have to connect via like a web browser. If you have an iPhone, you might need to use Safari or what, but that should be. Yeah, if you have some questions for me, just let me know. Oh, here we go. Mahulani asks, what adult movie you're watching? I assume you mean when I'm watching it, not right now. But when I do, that's a good question. Whatever's free, that's pretty much it. I'm not paying for it, that's for sure. I pay enough in person when I go to the clubs and stuff, but I'm not paying for movies when there's too much out there. I always this is another thing. How on earth do they make money? Like, is there ads or something that I'm being subconsciously fed? Because I've seen many, many hours of adult content online, and I'm telling you, I've never paid for a cent, and I don't think I've ever bought in a product based on what I've seen from it. So where's that money coming from? What's going on? I mean, for that matter, who pays for adult movies anymore, or any type of pornography? By the way, let us market you. The reason I sound like a CP radio is because I'm a robot. So that's just how I'm built.
Oh my God.
Judge me.
Nurse Viv, get out of here. I told you to stay out of my chats. I'm going to block you. I got a mod in here. Please block Nurse Viv.
Hey, if Nurse Viv wears a bikini as a host, I'm telling you, you're going to get a lot of hits, a lot of likes, subscribers.
You ain't seen Nurse Viv in a bikini.
No, I'm not going to stay out of the chat.
Get at.
No.
Do I need to lock the door?
No.
I'll be back. Hold this tight.
No. You're not going to tell me to out of the chat when somebody sat there and asked me a question. Stop.
Derek locks the door. Let's see what the streamers have to say.
Get your hands off me. Don't try to be all stupid.
I agree with Nacho. Having a stream that discusses the headlines of the day. I've seen a lot of podcasts that they kind of do that. And they talk about whatever the news is. There's so much news coming out in general on so many different topics: economy, politics, entertainment. There's just a plethora of stuff you could discuss that's relevant, timely.
Who's a big fan of Chatterbait? Wow. Why do you like Chatterbait? Allah. Yeah, I can't pronounce that name.
Yeah, that's a good site. I give them a thumbs up too.
Yeah, it is pretty good. You can tip them with coins, right? Ain't that the one you can tip them with coins? You got to buy coins and you can tip them.
Yeah, but I'm too cheap. I don't pay. But yeah, there's a lot of people who do. Really, when you really think about it, we were talking this earlier. I was saying how I don't know how they make money off those adult movies and stuff. It's like I've never spent a cent. But I think what it is, it's like with OnlyFans and stuff. There are going to be those small segment of the populace that are basically propping up everyone else. It's like they're spending the money so that everyone else can get free stuff. It's kind of a beautiful. It's sort of a beautiful situation, for economy and for adult content. Because imagine if it was like the olden days, where if you wanted anything, you had to go out, pay in person. Go to some CD. Man, I remember the old video stores. I'm that old, and they had the adult section. I remember what you had to do if you wanted to get some adult content.
Right. But you know what somebody had said, because that question was asked. I think it was to an adult, a porn producer. It was like, how do you guys make money off this with everything being so free on the internet? And he compared it to, at the time it made sense, but right now maybe not so much, but it's maybe 5-10 years ago. He said, compare it to drinking water out the faucet to drinking bottled water. And that's how he compared it. And he was talking about the quality of the free stuff. If you notice, the free stuff, they don't give you the whole video sometimes, or if you do, the quality is it's not that great because you're putting it on the internet. But when you pay for it, you got 1080p and all that. And he was just saying, the quality of the stuff, people will pay for quality. And I believe that somewhat, but I definitely think the free shit is killing it. You know what I mean?
That person's saying, but I mean, at the end of the day, a nut's a nut,
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying, though. You know what I mean? I see it in some sense, the people that are maybe hardcore, they want to see great quality or on the big screen or whatever. I get that part of it, but I think the bottom line, your bottom line, you're not making up your bottom line with the quality is my point.
There was a time, man, I'm so old now, but there was a time when the quality of the picture, I would say, did have an impact and might entice me to pay. Like, for example, back when high definition was first coming out, right? Everything before that was sort of like old VHS, maybe 480p at most. Internet was sort of coming out new. When you started seeing that high definition porn coming out, like, dude, you can see everything, maybe a little too much. And when that was coming out, it's like, oh shoot, maybe that might entice me to go see it more clear and on a huge big TV or something. Maybe then, but now it's everywhere. You can get high definition everything. Oh, by the way, who was it? Darn it. There was a question, I had missed it. I think it was Xvideo or Pornhub. I'm going to have to say Xvideo. All day, every day. Pornhub, they cut back on a lot of their stuff, fortunately. Xvideo is still pretty good.
I was about to comment on that porn comment. Now I forgot what I was about to say. Maybe it'll come back to me. We got like 7 minutes left. I'm getting out of here at 1. I got to go pick up something. What was I about to say? You were saying something about the fuck. Now that bugs me when I do that.
High definition porn. Yeah, bit of porn.
Oh no! Somebody was saying they only they're there for the highlights. And what I was gonna say is, I guess if you're there to get a nut, yeah, you know what I mean. But if you're, sometimes I like the stories get interesting. It's funny because they can't act, but sometimes I would like to watch a little story a little bit. You know what I mean? Some type of theme, not just get right down to it and shit. Then sometimes you just fast forward to the part and just, get to that. So what are you guys? You just like the highlights? You just like the 3-minute videos? Get your quick nut and be done.
I can tell you, just for me personally, I've never cared about the storyline, but that's only because I think most porn today doesn't really sell on the story. Perhaps maybe that's like more old school,
Right. You don't like, what is it called? Something when they I think it's called not Star Wars but Horror Wars or something. You don't like that?
Yeah. Sex parodies.
Yeah, the parodies. Yeah.
What's funny? Honestly, I don't think I've ever actually fully watched, or even really in general, watch sex parodies of films and stuff. Maybe I'm too vanilla.
Right. Sam, here it is right here though. This hasn't been used in a good while, and it's pretty new because it has your 2 USB, your 2 ports on this side, and your other 2 on this side. The newer ones have the 4 ports. It's just a smaller version of the one I have. But yeah, Sam, I'm not gonna say that and not do it. But yeah, to answer your question, yeah, Sam. He's not gonna say his age, Andy. What are you talking about, JD? Y'all, we got 5 minutes left, and I really mean 5 minutes because I got to go pick something up. Old school Jeremy, nurse first. Jeremy, what's his name? Ron Jeremy, is that who you guys talking about? Who was
Ron? He went to jail.
Who was the old school one? Was it John? It was what was a very old school one that was popular in porn? John something, I thought it was. Fuck, I can't think of his name now. I think he had like a 14-inch dick or something. John something. Y'all don't know? Come on, Thusu. You got it.
No, I'm trying to think. I was going to cheat and try to look it up, but I'm trying to challenge myself and remember. Okay.
I thought it was John something. John Holmes. There it is. Nacho has it. John Holmes.
Yeah, John Holmes, you got it.
He could never ever get a full-on erection.
That's the thing. That would suck, Yeah. You gotta, and again, maybe it's just me, and everyone has a preference, but it's like the idea that someone's like just trying to push it in like a stuffed sock, it looks horrible.
Oh, I'm laughing. Maybe Nurse Viv will tell y'all something about something one day, like a stuffed sock. That reminds me of some days. I have to stuff it. Stuff it in. Oh my God, that's so funny. I was drunk or on something.
You know, if you notice, all those sex toys from the other night, none of those were limp. None of those were just kind of hanging out top. Those were all pretty hard and rigid.
Don't ever try to have sex when you took 2 sleeping pills, and I would be trying that shit.
I will learn from that.
Oh my God. Oh, what we got in here before we get out of here, y'all. Oh man.
I swear pornography is the one thing every guy, I think, nowadays can relate to.
Yeah. No.
There was a time years ago when, maybe to a certain extent today, but there's a time definitely when I was younger, no one would ever admit to masturbating. Like the idea that you masturbated was like seen as taboo. Like, no, I don't do that. And it's just so insane when you think about today that people would just unironically say, oh yeah, I've never masturbated. Like, come on, keep it real.
Yeah. Well, guys will still kind of hold it in a little bit, but women are so free to be like, oh hell yeah, you know what I mean? But you'll still have guys that'll be like, no, I don't do that shit. It's like, okay, whatever.
Today,
Sure you don't.
those women surprised me last night. That was eye-opening.
Yeah. Porn is a guy's common denominator, says Nacho. Ugh, man, what time is it? 1 o'clock. I gotta go grab this shit. So say your last words, Dosu and everybody, and I gotta get out of here. And probably see y'all tomorrow for sure at some point.
Yeah, it was fun. I'm gonna probably hit up the strip club tonight and have some fun. So thanks for having me.
What does he say? What about his buddy who could come a cup? You mean come a cup full's worth? Like somebody could actually fill up a cup? Fuck no, I'd be jealous of that. That's gotta feel good. If you could come that long, that's crazy.
Wow, that would be insane.
Because I see some videos, but I think it's edited, and I'm like, no way this person's fucking coming that much. That would be like.
How long have they been holding that for? I mean, are they like basically abstaining for like a month or two, and then like edging for like 2 days straight? Like, what's going on? What's the story behind that?
Or is it something you can eat and take that'll increase your your nut, sperm, whatever? That's what I would like to know.
If there was, every guy would be taking it. I mean, let's keep it real. There's no way in hell, if there was a secret ingredient out there, if there was anything you could take, guys would just buy it straight off the shelf. They'd be billionaires if they had that.
True. Because I know there's always people saying if you eat this, you eat that. I'm like, I doubt that. Because like you said, it would be flying off the shelves and be very, very fucking. It wouldn't be on any shelves, like you said. It would be, we would know about it. Everyone would know about it. So yeah.
I think it's genetic. I think you're either born with it or you aren't. And maybe certain periods in your life hit more than others. That's pretty much it.
All right. Dude must eat a lot of yogurt. How's that gonna make you nut? Yogurt?
Because it looks like yogurt. That's a relationship I could think of.
All right,
I've heard of pineapple. That's pretty much it.
You said pineapple?
Yeah, but that's more for the taste, I think. It's like, oh yeah, if you're giving if you want to get girls to give you a blowjob, and swallow, you gotta.
You know what? I gotta remember that for the question when the girls come in. Like, does it what a guy eats? Does it affect his taste? I mean, I hear it does. But, let's see. That's definitely got to be one of the questions. Yes, the guy could accumulate 2.5 months of sperm and he would do scenes. Who is this guy? Put that name in here before we get off, Damien. I got to see this. I got to see if it's edited or if it's real. Now, if it's a good edit, I'm not going to be able to tell, but if it's...
They just use like food products. to
If it's
simulate
not that
comedy.
great of an edit, I'll be able to tell it's an edit. You'll see the same motion over and over, like after maybe 5 seconds, it'll repeat. It'll go seamless, but it'll still be the same motion, and no one's really going to do the same motion. But if you slow it down, you can catch it. But anyway, yeah, Ron, it's Ron Jeremy, Damien, or is it just Ron? I'm about to put this in here so I remember. I forget. All right, you guys. We are going to get out of here, and until next time. Is anybody on live right now? I think maybe Rhonda might be on. I think you guys go over there and check her out. I think
Yeah,
somebody
right. Design.
or Jimenez might be playing music. I ain't mad at him. Go check him out too. Shit. But all right, you guys. See y'all tomorrow, and yeah, peace out. In this
Later.
later.